Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Midday Market Action. My name is Glenn, Senior Stock Market Strategist for VectorVest. Glad to be here. Glad to have you here. It's the webcast, or the live stream, should say live stream. This is the live stream that gets you prepared for the week. A lot of things going on with the Fed, a lot of news coming out, a lot of earnings coming out this week. And I'm going to give you some hot stock picks to take a look at, stocks that are in the news, why you should keep your eyes on them, or possibly take your eyes off of them. And then, of course, we're going to do the fan favorite of looking at some of your stocks, depending on how many likes we get. Remember, for every 10 likes, we give you a stock. You know me, I'm probably going to still give you more stocks than the likes that we get. But it's a way of you letting us know that you appreciate being here. So if you haven't already, hit the like button. Let's get it started on the right foot. Hit the like button as soon as you walk in. If you can hear me loud and clear, by all means, respond in the affirmative, preferably with VV Nation, to let me know that I am coming across loud and clear. I just heard on my iPad the alert should have just went out. Janice is here. Welcome to this crazy week in the crazy world. It is a crazy world. It's a lot of things going on. I got my opinion on that, but this ain't the place to do it. This just ain't the place to do it. So there's a lot going through my little head at this time. All right, there's a lot going on through my head at this time, but we've got to concentrate on what's going on in the market, and I'm going to keep you focused on what's going on with the market. Glenn, will you be simulcasting on the new VectorVest investor community? I was told maybe, but I don't know why. I think that the YouTube channel affects and pushes out to more people than just on VectorVest. So the VectorVest investor community can always come to the YouTube channel. So that's my opinion. Akshaya says, did you get into KRE? I'm in it as of today. I am in it as of today. I'm watching it. Palantir hit $29 this morning. You know I'm in it. I gave a price target of $32. Gave a price target of $32 on Palantir. Palantir is in the news today, so we'll talk about it as well. But yes, Akshaya, I am in KRE. I'm watching it, though. How do you know if it's too late to buy a stock? So Sharkai, I'm of the mindset if the stock is going up, buy it. Especially, our mantra is to buy safe, undervalued stocks that are rising in price in a rising market. In Sharkai, we currently have a rising market. If you look right here on the guidance, VectorVest advocates buying safe, undervalued stocks that are rising in price at this time. There you go. So as long as the market is rising, you're in a good quality stock, I think that you're going to be in a good situation. Now, if you're going to use indicators that tell you if the stock is overbought or not, then you go buy that. And if you think a stock is overbought, you go and buy and look into another stock to get into. All right. What do you think of TNA? Charbel, I'm not looking at stocks yet. Bill, the Russell 2000. How many of you watched the video this weekend about breakout multi-bagger stocks, specifically looking at the Russell? I was looking at the Russell 3000. Did anybody take part of that video? Did anybody watch that video? I think that the Russell is probably the hottest indice right now. And I showed a way to be able to find breakout new multi-bagger stocks from the Russell 3000. Why did I use the 3000 rather than the 2000? I wanted more stocks. I wanted more stocks to partake in it. So that's what I was looking at. But I'm going to show some results just in one trading day. If you missed it, after this live stream, go check it out. If you missed it, go check it out. Unfortunately, I didn't have the time this weekend. Amir, you can still go watch it. Can DJT make money in 3-month term? Eugene, I think that stock is moving based upon news that we had over the weekend. I don't know how sustainable that move is to the upside. All right, that's the way I look at it. All right, and that's all I'm going to say about it. So, didn't see announcement for the weekend. Can you link? It's in YouTube. All right, hold on a second. Let me get into the news real quick. I'm going to show everybody in here. How to get to any of our videos. All right, simply all you got to do, go to YouTube. Go search for YouTube. All right, so Linda, this is for you. Go to YouTube. Once you get to YouTube, go search for VectorVest, VectorVest. You're going to see our channel. This is our channel. And this is why I say this as often as I do, Linda, is if you're not a subscriber to the channel, subscribe to the channel. You want to know when all of these videos come out, and subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon, and you will be able to get an alert. Right now, you would have gotten an alert that the live stream is on. Oh, there I am. You would have gotten an alert that the live stream is on. All right, so for those people who say, well, I didn't know when it was, or I don't know when it is, and link it, no. Go to the YouTube channel. All right, go to the YouTube channel. Title of the presentation, videos. It should have been in the videos. Top weekly stock picks, recently uploaded. There it is, Linda. Go right under recently uploaded, breakout, multi-bagger stocks. Ta-da! Right from the channel, Linda. And no, I'm not picking on you. I really want you guys to see how easy it is to go and see all of the content that we put up here. Ryan did a video on AMD and ARM, the International User Group, all of the stuff that you need. Every Monday, I give you the top weekly stock picks. All of the videos that we put up are right there. Does that help everybody who was having it and having issues getting to our videos? Yes or no? Does that help everybody who was having trouble getting to our videos? Yes or no? All right. I figured that why not take a moment to walk through right from the channel how to find all of the videos that we have. And I got this by recently updated videos. You can just go. It's a bevy of tools. There's a bevy of tools to get to all of our content, folks. There it is. All right. So if you say, man, I didn't get it. The biggest way for you to be able to get the alerts is to subscribe to the channel. All right. Peter says, Glenn, thanks for saying this is not the place to talk about a crazy world. Yeah, there's a lot of channels out there that are specifically designed for that. We are not. So I always just want to put that stuff up to the front. All right, so since we're here, might as well look at some of the news that's affecting the market. Empire State Manufacturing Index erodes more than expected in July. I don't think that's overall. Business activity continued to decline modestly in New York State in July. That goes to show that the economy is still falling. Does that give more fodder to the Fed to cut interest rates? And I think most people think that the first cut is going to happen in September. I don't think so, but we will see. We will see. I keep getting, mainly from Akshire, saying that we're going to get 3 rate cuts this year. I don't see it. I still don't see it. So we'll see. Glenn, and now you guys are connecting live every day at the close. Oh, yes, we are, which I'm glad that you guys are picking up on that. But that is for our VectorVest subscribers to the software. There's a difference. All right, there's a difference to what we do here on YouTube, which is open to everybody out there on the internet, as opposed to our new rooms on the VectorVest side, which are for VectorVest subscribers. All right, what are the hot stocks at the moment? Lindsay, we're going to get to those. All right, so with that, let's talk about the economic calendar for the week. A lot of stuff going on. How about we talked about the Empire State Manufacturing Index is a little slower than anticipated, but we got Canadian housing starts tomorrow, core retail sales tomorrow, export price index tomorrow. That's going to be for the U.S. market. Business inventories for the U.S. market. Wednesday, building permits, so housing stuff, industrial production, crude oil inventories. All right, crude oil inventories. Linda, that is every day on the subscriber side to the software. And I don't know if we have an alert for that. I don't know how that's going yet. Cool. Do you know if we send out an alert? Because I know I don't. Do we send out an alert for the closing stuff that we do now in the rooms? I think that would only go out to the subscribers, though, to the subscribers to the software. I got to look at that. Glenn, what is the URL you're looking at? I'm looking at investing.com. All right. And from investing.com, I go to the tools and I go to the economic calendar. And I'm looking at it for this whole week. Jeff says, hey, Glenn, new subscriber feature, investor community, awesome. Yep. Again, those are for the subscribers to the VectorVest software. And again, Linda, I don't know yet if we send out an alert for that, and I think we possibly do, but I'm not 100% sure. Jump back into TSLT on Friday. We'll see how it goes. I'm not back in Tesla. As a matter of fact, in a moment, I will show you all of the stocks that I'm currently in, because I did pick up KRE and I picked up something else. I think I picked up Apple. I got back into Apple, and I'll see what other stocks I got. All right. That was Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Jobless claims, Philly Fed unemployment, Fed's balance sheet, and on Friday, whole bunch of FOMC people going to talk, and then Baker Hughes. So a busy week in the economic calendar. Just wanted to bring that to your attention. That could affect the market one way or another. And then, without being political, the RNC starts today. All right. And then in August is the DNC. So those things will affect the market one way or another. All right, let's go. Notable earnings this week. Bank of America, Morgan Stanley, more banks reporting. Charles Schwab, United Health Group. Other earnings slated for release before Tuesday's open. ANGO, Progressive, and STT. A lot of these stocks I have right here for you. Here they are. And on the days, and whether it's before the bell or after, stocks that I'm really keeping my eyes on are going to be the bank stocks, are going to be the tech stocks like ASML, TSM is going to be in there. But a lot of banks. We had the beginning Friday of banks. Now we've got a lot more banks. How about Netflix reports this week? Domino's Pizza, Nokia, Halliburton, a lot of companies. And again, I'm not ready to give you insights on stocks yet. Please give me an opportunity. I will give you, everybody's putting stocks in. I will give you an opportunity. But again, it's going to be based on the likes, folks. You want more, you want to see your stocks get up there. For every 10 likes, I will do a stock. All right? I think that that's a fair ask. For every 10 likes, we will give a stock. But you know me, I tend to go more than that. Now, for those of you who are like Jeff, who keep giving me super chats, you give a super chat, I look at your stock right then and there. It's not a necessity. Don't get it wrong. It's not a necessity, but it's my way of saying thank you for a super chat. Your stock gets looked at right away. So just hold off on the stocks for me. All right. Please, 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 please. And no, John, I'm never in love with any stock. I do like Palantir. I do own Palantir. But I'm never in love with a stock. Talking about being in love with a stock, Apple. Apple stock rises as Morgan Stanley names it top pick. Woo! How about that? Ahead of the iPhone 16 launch. I am back in Apple. I'm in AAPU, which is 1.5 times leveraged. All right. So I got in Apple. I made some money, started to fall. I took my profits. Now I'm getting back in. Maybe news driving it up a little bit higher. Microsoft, Palantir, there we go. You wanted to hear about Palantir. I did tell you it was a story. Others expected to be standouts. I think Palantir gets an opportunity to blow through my $32 prediction. All right. How many of you are trading Palantir right now? Type a 1 in the room. I do like micro as well, MSTR. I do like that mic. Apple option up 49% today. Please, everyone hit the like button. They're going to do it, Amir. They're going to do it. I am playing Palantir. A lot of people have heard about Palantir here from your Uncle Glenn. All right. And I'm glad to have put some money in your pockets. I'm putting money in my pockets as well. And I am with you, Pennywise, that Palantir is a long-term play because of what it does. Microsoft is a good play as well, but this story says that these two stocks should be standouts when it comes to earnings. So we'll keep our eyes on that. Google, near a deal to acquire cybersecurity startup Wiz for $23 billion. So, who did? NVIDIA bought somebody. Everybody who's big is buying somebody because of the AI space. Because of, with AI, with computer learning, cybersecurity should walk hand in hand with AI. Cyber power, the power companies, the utilities should also walk hand in hand. So when I look at AI, I look at cybersecurity, and I'm looking at the power needed to run all of these things. And I think that these industries, these three industries, are going to be some of the hottest industries for time to come. Because in order to have accurate AI, you need to be able to have the power to run it. But cybersecurity to protect yourself is going to be important as well. So those three things in the AI space are the things that you need to keep your eyes on. AVGO split is taking place, first day of the split. I'm probably going to put that on your list of stocks to look at. Probably, no matter if you do or don't, I'm probably going to still do it. Andrew says, Palantir September call. I didn't do a call option on Palantir. I just did outright price. I may have to update that in a video on my new target price on Palantir. I don't know what it is yet. I have about 100 shares of CLS, which, Robert, didn't I just say I'm not looking at your stocks yet? Sigh, you guys are trying to dupe me into looking at your stocks early. I heard selling a put on Palantir. Nothing wrong with that. Amazon Prime coming up too, Glenn. Yeah, I gotta hope. Oh, it's today and tomorrow. Oh, it's today. Amazon Prime was yesterday and today. So I got some stuff I kept in my cart for Prime Day, so I'm gonna probably put the order in today. Put the order in today. Robert, don't feel bad about that. I'm not messing with you guys. I just need you to let me get through the stuff that I want to get through today before I look at your stocks. All right? That's all I'm saying. So Amazon, I'm going to look at AV. These are stocks outside of your like stocks. These are stocks that I want to look at. AVGO and Amazon. This doesn't go towards your stocks. But Pennywise says an estimated $14 billion estimated to generate. That's a lot of dough. That's a lot. Oh, Prime Day starts tomorrow. I thought it started today. It is the 16th. It's tomorrow. It is tomorrow. Thank you. Everyone misses you during the weekend. That's why all your kids are asking you questions. You ain't my kids. Ain't none of you kids. Y'all are all full-grown adults. That's what y'all are. Adults. No kids. All right. NVIDIA consensus suggests a lot of eminent AI energy is needed. That's why I'm thinking that the three biggest things to invest in outside of or along with AI is going to be cybersecurity, and also I think have I come up with a video on AI energy stocks, the stocks to generate the energy for AI? I don't know if I did or not. Bill, you're not 14. I don't know if I did or not. If I did not, that may be a video for tomorrow. We've already done a video on cybersecurity. If I have not done one on energy needed for AI, that may be a video for tomorrow. Let me go look into that. All right. We're all kids in heart. You know that. I know, but you're not kids. I don't want you guys to be looking at yourselves as kids. Pennywise, why? Those are the stocks. Hey, do me a favor, Pennywise, email me that list. That might be a good list to start off with. Glenn with two N's, Glenn T at VectorVest.com. Glenn T, send me that list and let me work off of that list and see what else I can add to that list. I think that will be a good start, because I think AI, you guys should know that AI is going to need the energy to run these GPUs that NVIDIA puts out and all the chips they need energy. All right, I'm a miner, crypto miner. Way to go. I can't use my my Stream Deck yet, but I like that. That was good, Walter. Everybody type a LOL in the room for Walter, because that was good. That was good. Type a LOL in the room for Walter, because he says, I'm a miner, a crypto miner. Type of LOL in the room. I think that was funny. All right, and the last story. This is an interesting story. Generac launches a level 2 EV charger. Look at that. Who else just did that? We just did a story last week on someone going after the EV charger. Anybody remember who I said last week? I did the story on was going after, was it Toyota? Somebody was going after the EV charger to go after Tesla. Now Generac is doing the same thing. And I know Akshaya is here. Akshaya says that in the hurricane list that Generac is the best stock in there. We'll see. By the way, that Polar stock that I was high on, right now I pulled out of it. Got its ass kicked. I did pull out of it. Man, oh man, just letting you know. I was in it, POLA, as a solar powered generator, and then it got its butt kicked. Yeah, and I jumped out of it. Man, I was down like 17%. That was enough to hit my stop to get me out. Charging an EV with propane defeat. I don't think that's what this is. The company added that its new EV charger is available through Generac certified dealers on Amazon and through a growing number of retailers. I don't think that it's based off of propane. I don't think so. Let's go look at Generac real quick. I don't think that it's based off of propane though. Launches, I got that. Expands energy storage solutions with acquisition. That was late. That was in the month. Room for expansion in the U.S. residential market. I don't think that is propane, but before I say no, Bill, I'm going to have to check that out. Before I say no, Prakash says it is natural gas. I see a lot of people going for Generac. You know something? I'm going to check that out. GNRC info. Is it propane or natural gas? That'd be interesting. It was Toyota. Toyota was going aggressively after Tesla with their EV charging. So, well, is it that bad? You know something? Clean energy for clean energy instead of coal for clean energy? Bill, that may not be a bad way to go. Hi, Joe. That may not be a bad. Charging an EV with propane defeats the purpose. Well, I don't know. I want to look into that. I definitely do want to look into that. If it's propane. Gas-powered electrical generating stations are the quickest to build. Thank you for that, Ramor. So I want to take a look at that. I might want to do a story on that. I don't know if it's going to be this week, but maybe next week on this move. All right. So there's all my stories. Let's get back into the software. Bingo, bango, boingo. Let's go program. Here's where I want to start off. I always like to start off this way. Generac under fire for incorporating low-quality parts into the unit built after Z-Bug fiasco. Many generators failed in Houston when Brunel hit. I think, thank you for that, U12. Prakash says, I think money is an EV charger. Of course, that's part of what makes Tesla what it is their charging. That's another piece outside of the EV part of Tesla. All right, so give me a moment. I'm going to start giving you some. I'm going to start giving you some fish. All right. Here's what's going on with the markets today. Look at the VIX. Look at the big move on the VIX, but still nowhere near the point of being way concerned. What's the big mover today? The Russell 2000. So I told you, hottest industry or hottest indice. I want to go down to the video that I just did. As you can see, I've done a lot of videos. These are all YouTube videos that I've done. Let's go find 712. There it is. Breakout multi-bagger stocks. I did the video on Friday. All right. And the reason why I'm showing this is because the Russell was moving. I tried to tell you that that's where the money was going. And I looked into the Russell to find stocks for you to get. You guys always say, we want fish. We want fish. I want to show you something. I'm going to go back to Friday, 7/12/2024. I want to quick test all of these. Look at that, folks. Those stocks that I gave you, on Friday are up 1.6%, where the spiders are only up 0.5%. This is why I ask you guys to make sure that you share the video content that we put online. Look at the big mover, ADMA, 3.64%. But that wasn't one of my 5 because we already bagged that one, right? We're up 1.5 bags on ADMA already. So here's my 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. My new 5. And look at that. Let's take out ADMA for a second. Let's just go look at the 5 that I gave you, right? Let's quick test those. Probably not as high. Look at that. I didn't. Oh, there we go. Let's quick test just those. Where are we? We're at 1.23%. That's without ADMA, which we already bagged on. We already are still pushing almost 3 times what the spider has done in one day. Holy smokes. This is why if you are not a subscriber to the channel, you should be. All right? If you're not a subscriber, I always invite, for those of you who are not subscribers, go subscribe right now. It takes a second. Hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon so that you'll be alerted. This was just done on Friday. All right, let's go to the portfolios real quick. Multi-bagger search. Overall, I've been tracking this since January 22nd of 2024, up 27.95%. Look at the equity curve of the stocks. And when a stock gets stopped out, we put in another stock. Here's the last 3 stocks we just put in. Mankind, 2%. NU, down an eighth. 0.8%, and Upwork up 0.7. But look at, we already bagged 1.5 times on ADMA. If you missed that video that we did on January 22nd, again, this is why I'm asking you guys to subscribe to the channel. You would have been alerted back then. Stock is up 153%. 153%. Now I'm going to show you something else from this list. I'm going to go view the trade history. All right. Let's go see. There's another stock that multi-bagged, VITL, up 175%, also done on January 22nd. Another one, 35%. Now, notice that we've got some stocks that lost. That's fine. But with the stops I have in place, I protect myself from big losses. This stock probably was a big gap down, 80% loss on the stock. But even taking an 80% loss on the stock, the portfolio is up 28%. Glenn, check your email when you get a chance. I sent that list. Thank you. Akshay, what are you saying? Glenn, do you know what is going on in UNG? Well, you know something? I'm going to show you something. Let's go see where the money's going. All right, that's a good question. No, I don't want to see where the money's going just quite yet. I want to go take a look at the big news stocks, the stocks that made the news. All right, but I'm going to answer your question in a second. Here's the stocks that made the news: NVIDIA, Google, Apple, Microsoft, Generac, Palantir. All of them are buy recommendations. My price target on Palantir, again, was $32. I am in it. But the other 2 that I said I wanted to keep my eyes on, AVGO, comma, Amazon, AMZN. Let's go peep those out real quick. AVGO, there's the split. All right, is that the split? I'm sure it is. View the stock graph. I believe this is the split. I believe it's the split. There's the split. Yep, there it is. And, you know, still, even with the split, I'd wait for the stock to get into the fast lane. All right, even with the split, I'd wait for the stock to get in the fast lane. Open candle today, little wick at the top. And my other one was Amazon because of Amazon Day. It's down a little bit today. View the stock graph. Let's peep that out real quick. Let's go to a 3-month graph. Wow. Not ready to touch it yet. Even with Prime Day. Now, unless of you, how many of you DCA? Dollar cost average. Just type a 1 in the room. I'm not going to belabor the point, though. How many of you dollar cost average? It's in my opinion, and I learned this from Dr. DeLito, it's the worst thing to do for a stock. It's the worst thing to do for a stock. But if you type that you dollar cost average, I'm not judging you. All right? I am not judging you in any way, shape, form, or fashion. I'm not ready to look at your stock yet. All right. So for those people who do dollar cost average, the people who do make money in dollar cost average usually have money in that stock that they can afford to lose. Okay? If the majority of the people in here are trading with money that you need and you can't afford to lose a ton of it, most likely you're not dollar cost averaging down. as you dollar cost averaging down, you may be reducing your price on the stock, but how low can the stock go as you keep throwing more money, more money, more money? All right, so I'm not a fan of dollar cost averaging down, but if you know that Prime Day is going to generate a lot of money, probably generate a lot of news to generally push the stock price higher, then this would be your time to do so. Personally, I'd wait for the stock to get back into the fast lane before doing anything. And I love this statement. Marvin says, not since learning VectorVest. I am not a fan of dollar cost averaging down, but I learned that from Dr. DeLito, and he put that into all of our heads way early. And when I ask the question, how many of you dollar cost average down? When I say it's usually a lot of money that you have on the side that you don't have to worry about, those are the people who will make money dollar cost averaging down. But for the majority of regular retail investors, you don't have that kind of money to just sit on the side and just go down, down, down. Most people don't dollar cost average. And the people who don't have the money to dollar cost average down and do tend to get their butts handed to them. Okay. Now, Akshaya says starts off small. Okay, that's fine. However you want to make it work. However you want to try to make it work, that's on you. I am just telling the majority of the people that are in the room that most likely you do not want to dollar cost average down. All right. That's all I'm putting out there. All right. So I added those two because I wanted to look at those two. I want to look into this Generac story. So let me, where am I? There it is. This is for you, Akshay. Where's the money going? All right. You know that I order, and Peter Lynch, but you know Peter Lynch got a lot of money. Peter Lynch ain't talking to those people who ain't got a lot of money. Think about that, Akshay. Anybody agree with me? Do you think that Peter Lynch, for the most part, is talking to the people who don't have a lot of money? Do you believe that? Yes or no? All right. I think that's real. That's real. I didn't make that up. That's real. So when I'm taking a different perspective, taking into account the people that don't have Peter Lynch money or the people that Peter Lynch deals with money. All right, so I'm just saying, Peter Lynch, Bill O'Neill always practice stop losses. All right, and I've talked about that a lot. That's why we look at the Star Search layout. I walk you through what to look for when to get out of a stock as well. So that's all I'm putting out there. Would you buy Amazon today if your average was below the current price? No. I would rather to wait for the stock to do what I want it to do before I buy it. I don't want to buy it on the way down only because I don't know how low is. How do you know when a stock has bottomed? When it stops going down and it starts going up. I'd rather to buy with the stock going up. People want to invest like Warren Buffett, but without his resources. Well, so a lot of times you guys will find that it's going to bite you. All right. I'm just putting that out there. And again, I'm not judging anybody. All right. Where's the money going? Natural gas. There you go, Akshaya. It's going to the bearish side. Natural gas. Chinese market is up. Look at that. And I'm looking at from an ETF perspective. There's KRA, reason why I'm in it. Energy, financial, industrial, gold. Watch the dollar. All right, where's the dollar? The dollar's up and gold is up. That's a little different. That's a little different. All right, so what happened with natural gas? I'm not sure. I see that natural gas is going more to the bear side today. I did not look up or try to find out what happened with natural gas. Someone's talking about the earnings this week. Yep. ASML is in the list. What time is it? 12:34. Let me see if I got the time to do this real quick. Here's TSM is at the top of the list. ASML, by way of VSTs at the top of the list. A lot of stocks this week that are reporting have VSTs above 1, so they should do well. All right. I don't want anybody to say anything for a moment. We're going to go through this real quick. 3-month graph. Nobody type anything. All right? Nobody type anything. Everybody understand what I just said? Don't type yes. All right? because I want to do this real quick. I got to list a little bit of time. Let's go change the graph layout to, and I'm just going to give brief insight, earnings graph. Brief insight on each one. Earnings graph, there we go. TSM should beat. Okay, don't nobody say anything. TSM should beat. Woo! Progressive, very volatile over the last 3 months. Rising earnings growth, rising RS. I think that they should beat. All right. ASML, rising earnings growth, though, is falling. That's a little bit of a red flag. Earnings is going up, but the earnings growth is, so the earnings is going up, but at a smaller rate of growth. That brings me a red flag. All right. And then I look at the sales growth is falling. I'd keep my eye, I know it's in the AI space. I keep my eyes on it. I don't know. DHI, builders. This is going to be in line with if we get a cut or not. I think the builders are on the run because there's euphoria that there's going to be a rate cut, which will be a mortgage cut, da-da-da. But look at the relative safety, rising earnings growth, rising sales growth. Maybe, maybe not. I just don't like the falling RS, which is an indicator of safety. Netflix, I think this is going to be based upon how many new subscribers or subscribers lost. Relative safety is right in line. Earnings growth is rising. Earnings, sales growth is rising. I think Netflix is going to be fine. Interactive brokers, there's another situation with rising earnings, falling earnings growth. So the earnings are rising, but it's not growing as much. But relative safety is, a good safety factor. I think they beat. Travelers, rising earnings and earnings growth. Safety is a little lower than it was 3 months ago, but still safe. I think they beat. Let's go through. American Express. Watch credit cards. Credit card defaults is going to play a role. It hasn't caught up. It hasn't caught up to the credit cards just yet. Just be careful with that. Cintas, steady relative safety, steady growth, rising earnings, steady sales growth. It's going up, but nothing is like blockbuster telling me that it's going to beat. I think that that's a toss-up. I don't think I'm going to be able to get through all of these, though. Bank of America, banks are working. I don't like the falling earnings growth, even though it's got rising earnings. Look at the sales growth is falling as well. But I still think they beat because of rising safety, rising earnings. BlackRock, I think they beat, but I don't like the falling RS. Intuitive is a strong company. It's always been a strong company. I think they beat. UNH, falling growth, falling sales growth. I'm not sure about them. Ally, rising earnings, falling growth, rising RS. It's becoming a safer stock. I think they beat. Morgan Stanley, I think they beat. Regions, rising earnings, falling sales growth, falling earnings growth. I don't know. Next one, Steel. I don't know. Fifth Third, high probability that they beat. Domino's, everybody loves pizza. I think they beat. PNC, falling sales growth, steady earnings growth, relative safety still higher than it was 3 months ago. May not be as strong as some of the other banks. Some of the other banks we saw are a little stronger. FB Financial, I think they beat. Kinder Morgan, I think they beat. Key Bank. Falling sales growth, rising earnings. I think that's a toss-up. Wow, Johnson & Johnson. For a company that's been around a long time, I don't like the volatility behind it. Falling earnings from that point. Rising growth, falling relative safety. Relative value is a fundamentally safe company. That's a toss-up for me. Schwab, looking at the price, relative value, relative safety. Relative value is not there on Schwab. I think that's a toss-up. Now remember, I'm doing this on the fly. USB, I haven't done any deep digging into any of these stocks. All right, I haven't done any deep digging into any of these stocks. I'm just looking at them. USB, I don't think it's as strong as some of the other banks. Halliburton, man, deep pullback on the stock. Powell's on TV. That means none of y'all are listening to me. Y'all are all listening to Powell. Y'all can go. Go ahead, go. I'll just sit here and wait for Powell to finish. Okay, no, I'm going to keep on going. Halliburton, little bump up after pulling back, after the pullback, but I don't like the falling safety. I don't like the falling growth, rising. All of the other things I don't like about Halliburton. I don't think that they do well. Okay, remember, again, I'm just doing this on the fly. State Street, that's a bank that I think will beat. I don't like the sales growth, but I do like the rising earnings growth, and rising safety. And next, UAL, no. And Abbott Labs, it's got more of a downtrend. I say no. All right. So I went and looked at all of the earnings stuff. I did it real quickly. Again, I didn't do any deep dive. I just looked at that graph that we have. All right. Where's the money going? We did that. Here's some fish. All right. This is MPI, 1 day optional. I got 5 fish for you. Only one stock is going down. Let's graph all of these real quick. Let's graph them. Change the graph to star search. So these are fish. These are fish. Look at that. IMMR. Dun, 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 dun. IMMR. It's like Beethoven. IMMR. 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 Okay, anyway. Fix, fast lane. Let's go to the next one. Hood. You know, I'm not a big fan of Hood, but it's in the fast lane. Founded by the MPI. Gato. El Gato. Mining stock. In the fast lane. And the last one is JILL. Jack and Jill went up the hill to fetch a pail of water. Jack fell down and broke his crown, and Jill came tumbling after. Oh, I said hotel, motel, holiday. Okay, never mind. All right, so it is in the fast lane, but look at the big wick at the top of the candle. Be careful with that one. All right, be careful with that one. I am listening. I only listen to Uncle Glenn anytime he comes on. I'm just a guy. You got some IMMR on Friday? There you go, Jeff. All right, what other fish do I have for you? Oh, I got more fish. Here's the enhanced version of the MPI. Here's the enhanced version of the MPI. And if your girl starts, John, I'm not singing that. Oh, no. I'm not getting into that. I got you 7 stocks right here for the enhanced, all moving up today. Got more fish for you. Told you I was going to have some hot stocks for you. I told you. All right. And this one is, I'm looking at, this looks at the pinch. Look at the pinch, just getting into the fast lane. Keep your eyes on Fabrinet. All right. Wow. Hawken, look at that in the fast lane. NSIT in the fast lane. Any of you in any of these stocks? KKR in the fast lane. BLD in the fast lane. Noosa just got in the fast lane. Anybody trading any of these stocks? URI in the fast lane. Where can you go and hear about stocks and then right into Sugar Hill Gang? Nowhere. I'm loving to see. I told you I was going to give you some fish today. So everybody who stayed around and waited for the fish, I got you. I told you I had you. All right. So that came from the MPI Enhanced along with using the star search. What else do I have? Live stream. I did that one. Oh, did I not? I did the portfolio with the multi-bagger search. Let's go check. What else do I want to look at? Magnificent 7, 45% still on the rise. What else do I want to look at? No. Decade stocks, customer picks. Oh, remember I did the decade stocks picks? All right, these were my 3. We did this back on 7/9. My portfolio is up 2.3%. Only one stock is down. Palantir and Apple and Tesla were my 3 decade picks. You guys had a lot more picks. You're up. Look at that. I'm kicking y'all's butt. I'm kicking y'all's butt, and y'all got more stocks. What's up with that? Who's the better decade picker? At least that's for right now. That's just, there's a lot of year left. There's a lot of the rest of the year left. All right? There's a lot of more time still. So right now I'm gonna take the pat on my shoulder. Look at that though. You got Lunar up 11%. Your biggest losers so far in the list are FTAI, Elf, Amazon, SMCI, Crowd. These are all pulled back. Boeing's gonna hurt you guys a lot. But I told you we would look at this every so often. I'm gonna look at this every so often. My decade stock picks compared to yours. All right. What about the Russell 2000? I'm leverage ETF. So let's do that real quick. I'm gonna help you out again. Let's go. Where did I put? Did I make a search? I thought I did. Let's go. Did I make that search? I don't remember. YouTube. Anyway, you know something? How did I do it? Unisearch. Let's go to Pro Trader. I'll do it again on the fly. I got a pinch search, star search pinch. All right. And I'm going to add stocks, filter by watch list. This is for you guys. I'm doing this on the fly again. Equal to, let's go to special watch list. You want Russell 2000? I'll give you Russell 2000. You want to know what stocks are rocking in the Russell 2000 right now that meet the star search? Here we go. Here we go. Boom. On the fly. Look at that. On the fly. You want to know what's going on and find some of the best Russell 2000 stocks? Look at this. All right. You wanted more fish? I'm giving you more fish. 1, 2. All right. 2%. 3, 4, 5. That's up today. All right. That met the star search. View the stock graph. So you want to know what's moving in the Russell 2000 with star search? Keep your eyes on LRN. What I don't like about this is that it's just in a channel. It's just in a channel. I'd like to see it break out into the fast lane and pass the channel. All right, what else is in here? Woo, D now. Hello. D now. You're an all-star. It's in the fast lane. Clean Spark. I would keep my eyes on it. Not ready for Clean Spark yet. It is in the fast lane. Both DPOs are rising, but I'd wait. I do like BIGC. Biggie C. Yeah. Baby. It's one of those days. I only had 2 cups of coffee today. Glenn, can you give a specific params for the Bollinger Bands on your star search? Yes, it is a 20-day look back period. The outside bands are 3 standard deviations, whereas the inside bands are 1 standard deviation. There you go, Michael. 3 standard deviations versus 1 standard deviation. All right, baby. FTDR. There's the pinch in the fast lane. I'd wait for 1 more day. All right, so you wanted to know what was hot in the Russell 2000. We just did that and incorporated star search. Glenn, can you Bollinger Bands on your star search pinch? Yes. The other 2 parameters that I added for the pinch were the Bollinger Band's price is currently below the upper band and price is currently above the lower band. So below the upper band, above the lower band to give me that pinch. And then looking at the Russell 2000 in that pinch, want to see what's breaking out. Does that help you even more, Michael? Best wishes from Ravinda, City of Pune. All right, thank you for that. Should I stay in NVIDIA? All right, here we go. Let's go back. Viewers, time is it? 49. We'll do this real quick. I got 100 likes. I'm gonna do 11 stocks. Now I want your stocks. All right. That's not what I wanted. Weekly customer picks. Now I want your stocks. I'm gonna give you 11 stocks. DRS 1, Reddit 2, TDW 3, BRFH 4, BSX 5, APH 6, TNA 7, GBTC 8, TNA. I think TNA is already in there. TNA was already in there. Hold on. And I'm only taking one. Lisa, I'm only taking one of yours anyway. URTY, that's for everybody. Sugarfoot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Where did I let URTY, TPC, and one more, AAPL. All right, there's your 11 stocks. You got 11. I got 110. Hold on. I get one more. KRE. All right. I gave you 12. Here's your stocks that you wanted. How's Rivian and Meta? They're doing okay. Again, they didn't make the list. Sorry, Mario. Uncle Glenn, you said you would do NVIDIA. I did not look at NVIDIA on my... sigh. NVDA. All right. There we go. I got NVIDIA. All right, there we go. Let's graph them all real quick. All right. We should be out on time, Koo. Hey, Koo, do I need to go over to the training center right after this? Yes or no? Okay. All right. Because I still got to record a video, which I got to record the Monday video. I'll make it happen nonetheless. NVIDIA. Would I add to NVIDIA? Should I be in NVIDIA right now? Not in the middle lane. Now, I did go into the fast lane and then very quickly went back into the middle lane. If anything, if you did get in, take half off. If you're not in it, I'd wait for it to go back into the fast lane. Next one. Wow, TPC looks good. Bottom left, top right, fast lane. Boom! There you go. SFM, you forgot to do it on Friday. What was you supposed to do in San Francisco? Who? SFM? I don't remember forgetting that. Anybody forget that I was supposed to do SFM on Friday? See, y'all trying to get me in trouble and start putting more stuff up there. Anybody, was I supposed to do SFM on Friday and forgot to do it? Yo, the room will tell me. Shakai, the room will tell me. All right. Wow, Apple, I'm in it. Again, I'm in the 1.5 times AAPB or you, one of them. I'm in it nonetheless. Jeff says no. Pennywise says he doesn't remember. Are you messing with me, Sharkai? I think you are. Bottom left, top right, fast lane. Boom! All right, next one. I wanted you to look at SHM ticker, not SFM. Hold on. Let me finish this. Bottom left, top. If you're in APH, leave it alone until it gets into the middle lane. Leave it alone. If I'm not in it, though, I'm not buying on the down day. DRS, bottom left, top right, fast lane. Boom! Next one, BSX, bottom lane, bottom left, top right. Watch the wick. If you're in it, leave it alone. Would I buy it today? No. I got a lot more wick on the top than I do at the bottom. But if you're in it, leave it alone. If I'm not in it, I'm not buying it today. TDW, interesting that it's in the fast lane. It broke through a downtrend. Watch that it broke outside of the Bollinger Bands. It's going to be quick to come back in. So just be careful. If you're in it, leave it alone. If you're not, I would just be careful with this. Maybe not a full position. If I'm not in it, maybe be into a smaller position. All right, let's go to the next one. TNA, breaking outside of the bands. If you're in it, you're great. But watch, it broke outside of the bands. Most likely, it's going to come back hard. It may stay in the fast lane, but it may come back hard. There you go, Bill. It's going to revert back to the means. All right, next one. URTY looks the same. UNRTY, that smells unity. UNITY. All right, Reddit, bottom left, top right, fast lane, boom. New 3-month high. Watch the wick, though. If you're in it, leave it alone. If I'm not in it, smaller position. Wow, KRE, I'm in it. I saw the graph. I jumped on board with it. Hasn't quite broken through, and there's the pinch in the split. Look at that. I like the move. I like to move it. You like to move it. BRFH, bottom left, top right, fast lane, but a down day. If you're in it, leave it alone. You might have gotten out here when it went below into the middle lane. Next stock, big jump on crypto. No, not until it's in the fast lane. GBTC, big gap up. A lot dealing with what happened over the weekend. Move crypto higher. That's not enough for me. I like to move up, but I'd like to see it in the fast lane. All right. How much time do I have left? About 5 minutes. I'm taking 5 more stocks. Taking all these out. I'm only taking 5 more stocks. Type them in the room. Type them now. 5 more stocks. VIST, Mara, NEM, Newmont Gold, EME, EETH. There you go. There's my 5 stocks. 5 more stocks. I gave you 5 more stocks. No, John. No. Sound is, I think, is going to be on my video tonight. What was I going to do tonight? I forgot what I was going to do tonight. It might be on a video tomorrow. Sound might be on a video for tomorrow. All right. No, I'm not going to do the DJT one. All right, let's go graph all of these real quick. I was thinking about it, but I said no, I don't want to do nothing political. All right, EME. I do like the move. I needed to put me into the fast lane before I pull the trigger, though. All right, I needed in the fast lane before. Wow, Mara, again, crypto move. No wick at the top, trading at session highs. Would I buy today? I'd look at 12 cents higher than the high. I'd look at 12 cents high and high. And it looks like it did break out of a channel between here and here. It did break out of a channel. I like the move on it. I do. All right. No, I gave you guys more. No, I'm not, because I got to go. I'm actually going to be on time today. I got another project that Ryan and I need to do. Vistra, fast lane, bigger wick at the bottom than on the top. A lot more buying pressure than selling. I like the move. I would really feel more comfortable if I'm not in it, if it breaks above the 3-month high. But could I get into it now? Yes. But I'd really like to see it break above that. Glenn, you look a little tired, my friend. You okay? I'm fine. Thank you for seeing that, but I'm fine. I am fine. AVGO, be careful with option prices are all over the place with this split. I got you. Jeff says, no crapto for me. All right, what else is here? Wow, Newmont, this is on gold, silver. Bottom left, top right, fast lane, boom! New 3-month high. I like it. I likey. EETH, again, another crypto. Nice jump, just like GBTC, but I'd like to see it in the middle lane. You are working too hard for us to make money, but the Sammy's killing me. Who the hell is the Sammy? Who's the Sammy? How long do the Russell 2000 run? Put me on my GT page. Yeah. That's a good question. I don't know if I have an answer as to how long the Russell moves. I think that this is a healthy rotation from tech. Why is the Russell moving? Because we've been in a channel for almost a month. The market's moving higher. People will run to the lower cap, lower dollar stocks, aka the Russell. Maybe into the euphoria. I think if anything, this could run until the September time frame when we try to see what the Fed's going to do. That's the way I look at it. Linda, does that make sense? Oh, sorry, Lisa, does that make sense? I think that this could have legs up until the September decision. I think the euphoria that we're going to get our first cut in September could have a real effect on the Russell moving higher and higher and higher and higher. All right, so that's the way I look at it. Glenn, look at the move on the BSR had. Wonder if this is short covering. The buy to sell ratio is at the 1.5. But I look at the MTI, not showing me the level where the market is getting toppy yet. Not yet. But I think that we got some move up until September. All right, Lisa says, very appreciative of your education. Thank you guys today. And I'm pretty much right on time today. We covered a lot of stuff. I looked at, of course, more stocks than the wow, we got 121 likes. Way to go. But I still gave you more stocks than the likes we got, you know, so there we go. All right, I got to go. I got to go make tonight's video, my weekly stock picks for both US and Canada, and then Ryan and I are working on a project that we've got to get started on as well. When I see massive amounts of new highs, I get nervous at some point. I hear you. I hear you. All right, don't forget, new people, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, hit it. If you like what you saw today, that the conversation was well worth it, hit the like button. And all that kind of stuff. I got to go. I'm tired. I am tired, but I got to go. Adios, arrivederci, ciao, au revoir, sayonara, aloha to all my peeps in Hawaii. Still praying for all those people who need rain and people who got a lot of rain. Odabo, bom dia, salam, shalom, namaste, yasu. Until the next time, folks,